it's Hannah down here at the Velma Teague Library. It's Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So I wanted to read this story with you called Woodpecker Girl. It's a true story about a little Asian girl named Yipei Huang, who was born with cerebral palsy. She can't move very well. She's in a wheelchair, but she learns how to paint in an unusual way, and she has made a lot of wonderful paintings that bring joy to everyone around her. This is Woodpecker Girl, written by Qingyan Liu and Ai Tsun Chang, illustrated by Heidi Dahl. I am a woodpecker who loves to draw. But I can't hop on branches or fly freely in the sky like a real woodpecker. My brain lacked oxygen when I was born. From that moment on, my body and my brain have worked against each other. When I want to greet someone, my neck swerves back. When I want to talk, I can only make ee-ah-ah sounds. When I want to smile, my face looks angry. I had to start school sooner than other children. I needed to learn how to keep my body in balance and control the turning of my neck. I use my hands and feet to feel the shape and temperature of things. I am just learning how to talk. These things might be a piece of cake for most people, but for me, they are very difficult. You might wonder how it feels to see other children jumping and playing when I can only stay in one place. I hear people sing. If I could sing, would it be beautiful? All I can do is sit quietly. My little sister chases and plays with our puppy Coco all day. They have such fun together, but I feel sad. I want to play with Coco too, but my wheelchair might roll onto him. Coco loves to put his paws on my knees. I know he wants to cuddle with me, but I can't. I try to accept the way that I am. At first, I had no friends because I got angry so easily, trapped in my body. I was angry because no one understood what I was saying. I couldn't exercise, go shopping, or play with my classmates. Mom said that my physical disability didn't mean I couldn't have friends. It all depended on me. Mom was right, so I tried to change. I started talking with my classmates using a computer. Now I have some friends. One of my friends is like a big sister to me. She can do so much. She can play the piano, she can sing, she can bake too. She says that one day she will open a bakery filled with music. It will bring happiness to all of her customers. Can I bring happiness to other people too, I wonder? What can I do? Dad says that I can paint. But how can a girl who can't even hold a pencil paint? How is it possible? My art teacher smiles at me and says, "No problem, I'll figure out a way." The first time I wore the headband with a brush attached, my classmates laughed. They said I looked like a woodpecker. I did look weird. However, my teacher was proud of his invention. He put on the headband and showed me how to paint with it. The headband felt uncomfortable. It made it difficult to control the brush. I had to keep nodding dot by dot to paint the picture I saw in my mind. I admit I did look like a woodpecker. It was exhausting painting this way, but once I put on the headband, I felt like I was spreading my wings and flying freely in the sky. I wake up at dawn to the rooster crowing loudly and clearly. I see the sun rising. The bright and warm light fills me with hope. I follow behind the girls strolling happily in the forest. I eavesdrop on them whispering secrets. I fly over a pond with blooming water lilies and see the fish playfully swimming. I fly over the meadow covered with colorful wildflowers and play hide and seek with the clouds. I listen to the waves lapping against the shore, sometimes gentle, sometimes rough. I follow the shining stars and fly home in the starry night, softly saying goodnight to the yellow kitten sleeping on the wall. I love painting. I don't mind the way that I paint is different from others. I love painting. I don't mind painting dot by dot slowly, even when it makes my neck so sore. I love painting, so I will bear it because I am going to be a woodpecker that brings happiness to everyone. And these are paintings done by the little girl that the story is about. These are real paintings that she's done. And that's the end of the story.
Hi, I'm Polly with the Glendale Main Library. One of the best things about the United States is it's a country full of many cultures. Different traditions such as art, music, and cooking are what make us who we are. For Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, I'm reading Amy Wu and the Perfect Bow by Kat Zhang and Charlene, and illustrated by Charlene Chua. It's a book about the family tradition of passing along the art of Chinese bao making from generation to generation. Baos are pretty delicious. You should try them sometime. Amy Wu and the Perfect Bao by Kat Zhang and illustrated by Charlene Chua. Amy can do a lot of things. She can brush her teeth, she can tie her shoe, she can even do both at once, sort of. But there is one thing Amy cannot do. She cannot make the perfect bao. Sometimes they come out too small. Sometimes they come out too big. Sometimes she adds too much filling, sometimes not enough. And sometimes they just fall apart before they reach her mouth. Amy's mom and dad make perfect bao. So does her grandma. Their bao are soft and fluffy and so delicious. Amy could eat them all day. Oh, sometimes she does. Today, Amy is going to do it. She's going to make the world's most perfect bao. Bao making is an all-day event. Amy's dad starts in the morning, mixing together the ingredients for the dough. Then it's time to knead. He pushes the dough, he punches the dough. Amy gives it a try too. Then they leave the dough to rise. Amy keeps an eye on it just in case. It grows bigger and bigger and even bigger. Amy's dad squishes the dough down just in time. He rolls it into a log and cuts it into pieces. Meanwhile, Amy's mom seasons meat for the filling. Garlic, pepper, salt, ginger, and mushrooms. Everyone gathers around the table and rolls up their sleeves. It's time to get to work. Amy's first bao turns out a little funny. So does the second. It's hard to know how much filling to add. Too little and the bao is sad and empty. Too much and oops, plop, plop.
It's also hard to pinch the bow shut just right. Pinch, 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 pinch. Amy watches her mom make a perfect bow. She watches her dad make a perfect bow, and her grandma too. They all try to teach her. Roll out the dough like this, says Amy's dad. Use just enough filling, says Amy's mom. Pinch, 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 says Amy's grandma. Amy doesn't look happy. But Amy's bow just aren't the same. They're too empty or too fat. They have holes in them and they leak. Maybe today won't be the day after all. Maybe Amy just can't make a perfect bow. Then Amy has an idea. The pieces of dough were out for grown-up hands, were cut for grown-up hands. But Amy's hands are very small. She whispers her idea in her grandma's ears. Amy's grandma cuts each piece of dough into 2 smaller pieces, Amy-sized pieces. Now they fit perfectly in Amy's palms. Carefully, Amy rolls the dough so it's thicker on the inside and thinner at the edges. She adds just the right amount of filling. She pinches it shut. And there it is, Amy's perfect bow. She makes another and another and even more after that. She's a bow-making master. Soon, all the dough and filling are gone. Everyone is tired, but they're not done yet. Amy's grandma boils a big pot of water. It's time to steam the bow. Amy keeps an eye on the steamer just in case. All her perfect bow and all the imperfect ones too are snug inside. The bow are done. Amy's mom lifts the lid of the steamer. Whoosh! Out comes a puff of steam. Amy can't see anything at all. The steam clears. There are Amy's perfect bow. They are not too small. They are not too big. They have just the right amount of filling, and they do not leak. They are soft and fluffy and oh so delicious. Amy eats one, then another. Then she eats one of the not so perfect bow. And you know what? It tastes just as good. And she shares them with her classmates at school. And one of the special things about this book is it also has recipes for making your own bow. The end.
My name's Miss Stephanie, and today I'm going to read a story to you about a girl who moved from South Korea to America, and it's all about her first day at school. The book is called Danbi Leads the School Parade. Let's get started. Danbi Leads the School Parade by Anna Kim. And published by Viking Books. On the first day of my new school in America, my heart beat boom, boom. Mama held me and whispered, "Listen to your teacher and eat your lunch." I said, "Don't worry, Mama, I'll be good today." And I walked through the big red door. This was our first day of school in America. Boom, boom. Everyone stared, but I didn't blink. Oh, so she's the new girl. Have you ever been new? The teacher handed me a marker, but I wasn't sure why. Boom, boom. So I wrote my name, Danbi, in perfect straight lines. It means sweet rain in Korean, but no one knew that here. Oh, so she speaks a different language, and she wrote in a different language as well. So she's not really understanding what's going on at the moment. That must be difficult. When the music started, I tried dances I'd never seen before and games I didn't know. So she's learning all sorts of new things. I tried and tried and tried again. Oh no. What happened? All the blocks fell over. But no one played with me. Oh, so now she's sad and sitting by herself. Clap, clap. The teacher said something, and everyone pulled out their lunches. That I knew how to do. Yams and honey, crystal dumplings, sweet and sour mini skewers, rainbow drops, and half-moon rice cakes dripped in sweet sesame. All my favorites. Wow! Everyone cried. The girl with pigtails looked and looked, so I gave her a rainbow drop. Uh-oh, this wasn't working. So I showed her how it's done. Everyone wanted to try it. Click, clack, click, clack. That gave me an idea. So she's using chopsticks. And one of the girls tried to use the chopsticks, but she didn't know how, because that's new to her. Ting! I tapped my lunchbox. Ding! She tapped her juice box. Tee-ding! And then, ooh, so now they're making some music. It got a little wild. Boom, 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 boom. Tap, 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 tap. Ooh. They're making some music. Looks like a lot of fun. Let's have a parade. We took over the classroom. Wow, it looks like everybody's having fun. And the playground. I had a feeling I might like it here. Ooh, that looks like a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, I pointed to my nose and said, Danbi. She put her hand on her chest and said, I'm Nellie. Nellie showed me how to write my name in big, round letters. And together we wrote our names on our cubbies. So she helped her learn how to write her name in the English alphabet. That was very nice of her. That night, I told Mama, I made a new friend. We'll play again tomorrow. She smiled her big smile. On the fog of the window, I wrote my name, soft and round, with a dot just above one straight line. So look at, she's writing her name in English. And she also wrote her name in her native language. Author's note. I will never forget my first day of school in America. I remember standing in front of the whole class, everyone staring at me, not understanding a word from the teacher. I eventually learned English and grew up to embrace my bicultural identity. But the shock of that first day and the feeling of being an outsider stayed with me. And so, when my nieces were born, I looked for fun picture books featuring heroic characters with whom they could identify. If those characters existed, I didn't find them. And that is what inspired me to create Danbi. There's a postscript of my first day at school. A few months later, my classmate Mai and I became friends. She was kind and gentle, and I remember her smile to this day. She may not have known it at the time, but her friendship was the first step in my journey to feeling at home in America. My hope is that reading this story, children will see a bit of themselves in Danbi and want her as a friend. It is my deep belief that bridging our differences happens one human being at a time, and that once we've connected as friends, we can begin to celebrate our differences. The end. Look at their friends. They're petting a puppy together.
Hello, library friends. I'm Alex, your librarian from Heroes Regional Park Library, and I see you all gathered together around the screen to celebrate with us Asian and Pacific Islanders Heritage Month. Today, I brought you a story written by Chinese author Bo Lan, Bunny and the Peach Tree. Are you ready to listen it? Let's start. Once upon a time, under the peach tree lived a little white bunny, and his name was Cao Bai-tu. Oh, Cao Bai-tu loved the peach tree. It had such a beautiful blossom. He saw the flower, and he said, "Oh, what a beautiful flower!" And then warm wind came, and all petals fell one by one on the ground. And the bunny thought, "Oh, they're so beautiful, they're just falling down like a pink snow." He collected all petals, threw them into the air so they could come to his friends. The first petal came to his friend Goat. Goat was so smart. He loved to read books. When he got a petal, he said, "Oh, what a beautiful bookmark." And he used this petal like a bookmark. "This bookmark will never let me forget why I stopped my reading." And he put it inside his book right away. The second petal came to the gorgeous kitty cat. Meow, meow, meow. When the kitty cat got a petal, she said, "What a beautiful and gorgeous hair decoration." And she decorated her hair. The third petal came to Squirrel. Squirrel was jumping all around and get so hot. When she got a petal, she thought, "Oh, what a wonderful fan! Now I can cool myself down." The fourth petal came to the little chicken. Beep, beep, beep. He went outside and sun was so bright. When he got the petal, he thought, "Oh, this is beep, 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 wonderful cap to protect my head." this is how he used his paddle. And the fifth paddle came to the end and was living far away on another side of the river. When he got a paddle, he thought that this is a boat. He jumped on that boat and he swam. And he swam when he came to the bunny. And he said, "Thank you, bunny, for that wonderful boat." Then a little chick came and he said, "Beep, beep, 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 beep. Thank you, bunny, for the wonderful cat." Then a squirrel jumped and squirrel said, "Thank you, bunny, for that wonderful fan that you sent to me." Then a kitty cat came. Meow, meow, meow. "Bunny, thank you so much for that wonderful hair decoration that you got for me." Then came Smart Goat with his book. He came and he said, "Oh, Bunny, thank you for that wonderful bookmark that you sent to me." But Bunny was so surprised. He said, "My friends, I didn't send you a boat. I didn't send you a cat. I didn't send you a fan. I didn't send you hair decoration. And I didn't send you a bookmark. It was just a blossom from my tree." And all friends looked up and they saw a juicy peach on the tree. They took that peach and had a good feast and party. And after singing songs and dancing, they all promised to visit him next spring to see a real peach blossom. The end. I hope you like the story, and I will see you in the library soon. Bye-bye.